All right, we're all gangos. We're all gangos. We're here. What number is this? 15, right?
Yes.
All right. Welcome back. Episode 15 of the City on the Couch podcast. I'm here with the boys. We have Nine Reginald, YT.
Hiya.
We have Mally K. All Dizzy.
Yeah, you already know what it was when you signed on.
And we have Shadow Blast, aka Marcus. All right. So, how's everybody's weekend? How's everyone's weekend?
Pretty good. Got a haircut today.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
You taking down those girls at your job?
How was your day?
I'll go.
I like the sound of that. That could be a whole segment in itself.
Yeah,
It
bro.
will not be a segment.
Bro, honestly, we might have to. You
It
and
will-
Marcus
it will
Hinge
not.
girls. That might have to be its own segment.
It will
Yo,
not be a
that's
segment.
gonna have to be written down for the mental notes.
It
Bro,
will
look,
not.
we're trying to inspire young anime niggas that, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. They a little scared to go outside and talk to the women.
Anime.
Yeah, it does, bruh.
That's their fault.
Well, I mean, yo, so Marcus, how was your weekend? Or your week?
So far, could be better. Could be hitting on these parlays.
Feel that. I saw that one guy miss because Kristaps didn't get 25 points. He hit everywhere else.
Well, bet no, him to
Betting
get
on
25
that.
points was his first mistake.
Malcolm?
My weekend was disgusting, but my week is going better.
That's good. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do a checkup on everybody. Make sure everybody's mental health is okay, you know? It seems like Nyrese is good because he got that haircut. Now he about to be slaying these women at his job. That's what I like to hear.
My client Nairi will not be answering allegations at this time.
Yeah, I see he didn't answer that shit. Fuck you. Yo, alright. So I'm leaving my job to go somewhere else. Right? Another Amazon that was calling my name and they was talking some good numbers. So I'm going over there, right? And everybody at my job was sad. They was sad. It was like,
Somerset.
nah, Edison.
Nice. Congratulations.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
for you.
Boss, gotta move on. Do what's better for you.
Bruh, cause when I was leaving today, I told this one kid, I was like, yo, today's my last day. He's like, nah, I'm gonna see you on Sunday. And I was like, are you not? he's like, yeah, I'm gonna see you on
You
Sunday.
think I'm joking?
Yeah, bro, they all thought I was joking. And so I went up to this other dude, like, yo, I'm leaving today. And they was like, you not leaving. I was like, no, do y'all not think I'm leaving? Like, what the fuck? So I was like, no, I'm dead ass leaving.
You know what that is? They type of people that think like you was gonna be there with them forever. But now
Fuck
they see you
no.
on there, like they in denial. They're like, he's just you gonna see him the next day.
Well, once shit started looking south, and I mean, I'm about to spill a lot of tea. Once the like general manager there started just doing bad things with the money and shit, that's why I knew it was time to go.
I
So,
got a whole scandal going on.
bruh, like the people at freaking Seattle was pulling up to our Amazon saying, "Yo, like, what the fuck are y'all doing wrong?" Basically, everybody was just fudging the numbers. Like shit that they said they was doing or making wasn't true at all. They was basically underperforming. So, yeah. Nah, everybody was just like, oh, like, yo, you're not leaving. It's like, dang, only a handful of people was kind of like, all right, yo, like, wish you, better on the other side. Good that you leaving this hellhole type shit, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
Anthem people goodbye and good riddance. Oh my
You
god.
might be like the chain reaction to the one that started the chain reaction to everybody else leaving. They gonna be like,
I'm gonna be hype
Yeah.
as fuck. Cause this one girl I'm cool with, she said, "Oh, since you leaving, I'm gonna leave." I was like, "All right, bet."
It'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. People only stay. Like once they see other people start leaving, they like, you know what? I ain't gotta take this anymore. It happened to Whole Foods too. It's like once certain people leave, it's like, man, I want to leave now too.
Yeah, once I got banned from Whole Foods, everybody left, right? No,
Nah, they was still there.
they wasn't with me for real. They wasn't. Nah, that one girl. What's her name? I don't know. Irene, something like that.
Rita.
Yeah, Rita. Yeah. That girl that
Shout out
discussed. Yeah, bro. Shout out to her with that nasty laugh. Nah,
I might never see this.
nah. Rita was a little. I ain't going front. I don't usually like giving people rides home, but that was one of those rides home where I thought to myself, like, yeah, I need you to get the fuck out the car. Oh, here, driving her home. She's like, oh yeah, like I went down here, did all this other stuff. I was like, all right, bitch, you gonna have to get the fuck out the car now. Enough is enough.
Those are dark days.
Yeah, I put that shit behind me. Fuck that Whole Foods banned me. Send me a little message, mail, whatever shit, saying, hey, you can't work here anymore. Fuck y'all. Never going back. So, there's a lot of shit to discuss, a lot of shit to talk about. First thing we're gonna talk about is some gaming shit. We have some Assassin's Creed news. Codename Red will have 2 protagonists, a samurai and a ninja. My first thoughts of this was Ghost of Tsushima and how Assassin's Creed will be better than Ghost. I highly doubt it will, but what are y'all thoughts on this? Anybody?
Well, they got a lot of work to do, field gameplay wise.
Oh, the 2, it's the samurai and the ninja.
Yeah.
Could be good. Not really a fan of the 2 protagonist thing, but you know, give it a chance. Just need to see what it'll look like gameplay wise, if anything. Gameplay wise and story wise, I'm kind of open to whatever. Just really gameplay wise. Story wise, I never really have an issue with Assassin's Creed, except for Syndicate, but that's a whole nother tangent I'm not gonna go down. But yeah, as long as they they can do a 2 protagonist story right and the gameplay is solid, then yeah, all W's all around.
Malcolm?
I love Assassin's Creed. I love all the games except for Valhalla. So if they go back to being an Assassin's Creed game where I'm playing as an actual assassin, then I'm all for it. But if I'm running around like it's Ninja Gaiden, I'm not playing it.
Do you guys think this game will be better than Ghost?
Apparently, Ghost is like a 10 out of 10 to some people.
That game is a
I have
masterpiece.
not played it. That is a lot of people's favorite game, so I don't think it'll be better than that. You know why? Because Ubisoft can't do anything right.
I'm saying Ubisoft that's got that whole dark cloud around it right now, where it's like they can't make a good game to save their life. I mean, I could be wrong. I could feel like, because I know there was what that one game was. The game where you was running around as the fallen god or something like that.
Oh, Immortals?
Like, where he's like a human. Yeah.
That's my shit.
That game was good.
That was good. But
I
it,
feel like they
really
didn't.
good.
I feel like they didn't expect that to be good though. Like, because the way
yeah, they didn't really support it like that. I mean, they have like a few DLCs, but it doesn't feel like they were kind of like pushing like, oh, like, yeah, y'all should get this game. It was kind of like, yeah, we got this other game over here. And I liked it too because the people that made Odyssey made that game. So it's like, all right, Odyssey is a lot of people's like new favorite Assassin's Creed. Oh, we got this other game that's really good too. So it was cool. I like Immortals. Probably one of my favorite games they dropped in a while. But I don't really follow Ubisoft. Never, I guess.
So fumbling the bag with everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ubisoft is just like that annoying cousin that just always had the fan unions. And just you tolerate them, but you don't really mess with them like that. Like they just constantly making games where it's like, oh, they made another game, and it's like either mid or bad. Like it's very rare that they have something good to come out. So.
It's like that one kid that makes the macaroni art all the time when they go to school and expects it to go on the refrigerator. And they're like, thank you. It's gonna go right on the fridge with the rest of them.
Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What the hell kind of analogy? You're not wrong.
That was actually a pretty good analogy.
Yeah.
It was. That was just out of nowhere.
The thing I don't like about, I guess, the new Ubisoft games too is that it feels like it's just Objective City. Like every game just feels like there's mad shit you have to do, so it just feels like a whole like bunch of just dots on the map. Like, dog, this is overwhelming as fuck. Like, what if I don't want to do all this stuff? Oh, but then I'm missing stuff.
Side quest points.
Yeah.
Map covered in icons you don't even know what they are. You can't even see them on like
then
red, all these
just,
different colors: red, blue, yellow, white, black.
I'm just be mad the whole time. Like, bro, I ain't trying to do this shit.
Like, just let us explore wherever,
Ubisoft
like, whatever your world
developers,
has
if you're
to
listening, take a page from Rockstar and make a good game.
And come on, they got a few. Not
If they're gonna make
recency.
a single player ass game like that, then take a page from Rockstar, because they're the single player kings right now. As you can see,
Goddamn Mo
and
Driscoll.
multiplayer.
Nah, what's McCall is pretty nice too. Who the people that make Spider-Man?
Insomnia.
Yeah, them niggas are
Insomniac
nice.
is good too.
And then the
And
niggas that
Naughty
make
Dog.
they alright. Fuck. Respawn. When it comes to single player games, they got that shit too.
I didn't
Cause
want to
But
say 'cause it would've
Ubisoft,
been
you got a
biased if I
long
would've
way to
said it.
go.
I think the only thing with Respawn is they seem to be losing mad people, which a lot of companies are losing a lot of people it seems, especially in the tech world. So I mean, but Respawn still got some fire though. Titanfall 2 is a classic, good story right there. Jedi Fallen Order, fire. Jedi Survivor off that story trailer probably is gonna be fire too. But Ubisoft, yeah, it's just that side eye kind of game now. What's that dog meme? That shit. That's what they are to me. I kind of look at them sideways. So,
Dog water. Mixed up.
and they
Like,
not.
Happy Father's Day. Oh, great. Another tie. Just exactly what I wanted.
I'd say Prime BioWare is up there too, but they ain't been it as of late. So
That's also true too. Like there's a Mount Rushmore. I don't know if I have Ubisoft in that Mount Rushmore.
No.
I definitely have. I might have
I put-
Insomniac up
I
there.
think BioWare is up there. Like
Yeah,
Prime
something up there,
BioWare.
single player was. Trying to really
We're
think.
talking about now.
Obviously, From Software is up there. Obviously.
Yeah, FromSoft definitely up there.
Mhm.
Um,
It's a lot of people. But you know what?
that might be another debate for another day, or another list for another day. Top developers.
I'm not
developers.
putting FromSoft up there.
Bruh, but look, From Software did everyone the justice by tracking how many times y'all died to so many people. So, look, there was 5.9 billion boss attempts in Elden Ring. Players have initiated nearly 6 billion boss battles since launch. Mind you, this game was launched a year ago. So, Millennia took 329 million of y'all's lives. Alright? Margit,
Took like 9 of Marcus's.
Fairly accurate.
Margit, the Fell Omen, took 281 million. Radagon, the last trash ass boss, took 148 million. Limgrave, the Sentinel, 277. And what was this? Star Scooge, Radon. Oh, Radon was a problem. I like that boss battle though. Took 139 million. So for those of y'all who have played Elden Ring, it's been a year. What are y'all some of y'all favorite memories?
Crazy that people say Radon was so hard. I didn't think Radon was that hard.
I like
I thought that
Radon.
other dude up in the Winter Castle, like the Commander Niall, that dude was hard.
I like
That's the thing about from software games. Like, anybody could have a different experience with every boss. Like, some people say it's easy, some people say your boss is hard. Like, everybody's got different
Bro,
opinions the way they want to play.
that
It's
giant shit was hard for me.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah.
He had a lot of HP.
That
Because
fire
man's got the
giant
most
was a
HP
pain
in the
in
game.
the ass.
But
Yeah.
then I was watching people do it like it was nothing.
Right.
And
And you can
then
definitely, and then you can look for cheeses and stuff. Before
Yeah.
Other things
And
like
that-
that.
Are they
So,
including with the Elden Beast with Radagon? Because
I don't
Radagon
think so.
himself wasn't
Yeah,
hard,
this is kind of
but that Elden Beast was just annoying. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
good.
hard; it was just
It
annoying.
wasn't hard. It was just you
Because
constantly
you gotta
running away and
chase him all
spraying.
over the place. Yeah.
But I thought the Elden Beast was easier than this first phase.
You know what's funny is that the Tree
Area
Sentinel
damage.
is third on his ranking list. Like, isn't
Oh,
the
yeah,
Tree
'cause that's the first
Sentinel?
boss you
Yeah, I'm about
face.
to say. I ran past that shit. I didn't even know you
Right.
could fight it.
Yeah, well, people thought, oh, this is the first enemy I'm gonna see. I'm gonna blow right by him, and he literally stomps you out. He just stomps you out, man. Like it's crazy.
Some more Elden Ring stats we have is cause of death is over 9 billion. 2% was by another player. 14% was fall to death. 15 was status effects. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I died by a single status effect the whole time I was playing. Cause I usually ran away. I was kind of pussy. I'm not gonna NGL lie to you. I was super pussy. If I got hit by poison or whatever, I healed myself and ran away. I'm not gonna NGL lie to you. But
Dark Souls 3.
bro, just run away. But a whopping 69% was by enemies and NPCs. That makes sense though, man. That's the game.
I think I would only die by that Lake of Rot. I think that's the only way I'm getting that.
Yeah, that would be the
Status
only. Yeah.
Actually, no, not even the Lake of Rot. It was that one cave where you got to go get the golden scarab. That cave with that rot shit. That's the only one I'm thinking I was like OD dying in.
So now this is for all the people that did summons. 12% did summons to square up and fight. 88% did it for co-op. 88% did it for co-op. That's kind of wild. But I mean, it kind of makes sense too, though. So
it's like 88% people that beat bosses on co-op, like for, or is
yeah,
it like,
they had to call for help. They didn't want to go it
okay.
alone.
That's good. I feel like that is good though. I like that. Let's the community work together. They want to help out, help you beat a boss, get summoned.
That is true. I mean,
Kind of fun.
I
Honestly,
I was gonna say I think Elden Ring was a lot of people's first Soulsborne game, so it makes sense why it would beat 88%. I didn't think the number would be that big though, if I'm being honest.
I helped like my brother Andrew. I helped him beat a lot of bosses co-op wise. So he was
Oh, that was Andrew's
like,
first
everything by
Soulsborne game,
himself.
right?
yeah it was. So I was ready to help
I
him wherever I
played
could.
Dark Souls 3.
Well, he did. Yeah, he did technically play Dark Souls 2, but we never beat it.
Hey guys.
But we kind of took a break off of it and then started Elden Ring. So we'll go back to Dark Souls 3 one day, right, Malcolm?
I'm ready whenever you are. Let me
That's
just beat the tree by myself though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hate
'cause
that
I
tree,
don't
bro.
I just don't like how when I'm summoned with you, like because of your level, my health bar is at like 5%.
Exactly.
should
So let me just beat the tree by myself. I think I could do that.
Yeah. You got it, bro. It's easy. Wait.
And the last bit of Elden Ring stats we have is the top 5 spellcast, which was Roxley at 1, Crystal Torrent at 2, Glintstone Pebble, which is kind of crazy because I think
Glintstone Pebble ain't no joke.
didn't TBAs go the whole game by just using the Glintstone Pebble?
Yeah, he was not changing for anybody.
Cash.
I was gonna tell him to change it. He was not changing his spells up.
Cash Nasty did too.
Yeah, Cash used nothing but that damn pebble. And the which I'm surprised Comet Azure is not on there.
I guess because
Because it's just like it's just hard to get it off.
yeah, I was about
It
to
takes a long
say.
time to charge up, and then if you're not hitting it, then you're dead, basically.
Presto, you're dead.
Then we
It looks easy
have
in the clips, but you just gotta have perfect position.
yeah, especially too like if you set it up correctly, you might be able to get it off.
Yeah.
We have what's this number 4, the Great Blade Phalanx, and 5, the Rotten Breath, which I know people use like crazy in PvP because I had it on my build. Then for the incantations, Blessing of the Erd Tree, what does it say?
Oh yeah.
Bestial Sling, Vestal Sling. I can't read; it's too small.
It was pretty broken. Like
That's just the rocks, right?
patches. Yeah, like that's like one of the basic spells you get for the bestial spells,
Golden Vow and
for incantations.
Golden Vow, the Flame Frenzy, and Bestial Vitality for the incantation. So a year later, all these stats for Elden Ring. I like Elden Ring. It deserved Game of the Year over God of War because yeah.
And the best is still to come with DLC and IMO.
Oh, that's
So
true.
that's how all Souls games go. DLC comes out, makes the game 10 times better.
And that longevity is just
Yeah. I do feel like Elden Ring, like in the comparison of Elden Ring to God of War, we're definitely going to talk about Elden Ring years from now in comparison to God of War. Like, Elden Ring had a lot of memorable stuff. It was a lot of mystery to it, mad shit to it, versus God of War was kind of like, Alright. The God of War. We already know what we're doing.
Yeah, because Elden Ring made me put Horizon Zero Dawn on the back burner for some time. And it took me a minute just to beat that game. I still have yet to even play God of War. So Elden Ring, I played Elden Ring, I beat it 4 times. So definitely up there. Deservedly so.
What the heck? Chopper just growled at me. Chill out, dog. Stop. Thank you.
Grr.
Y'all hear when I clapped at him?
No, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, he over here growling at me. I don't appreciate that. Chopper, we got a show to do. I had to tell him to stop. Thank you. Now we can proceed. So, yeah, shout out Elden Ring, doing great shit. We're definitely gonna talk about this game for years to come, though. DLC on the way. But you know what isn't doing that great? Man, Hogwarts Legacy. According to Steam, only 25% of the players have earned Hero of Hogwarts achievement, which was completing the main story. And I'm honestly not surprised, because no one talks about that game anymore.
I feel like
Yeah,
the hype for that game was just getting Avada Kedavra and just using it. And now that's exactly probably why people want PvP, so they can use it against other people. I don't think anybody was really interested in completing the story, because I'm pretty sure the story's kind of bland.
Bruh, story's ass.
I've heard. I haven't played the game myself, but I've heard the story is kind of disappointing. I feel like if you're like a huge Harry Potter fan, like you're probably gonna stick with it. But if you're like someone outside looking in, it's like, oh, this game looks good, and you're hearing the hype off Nintendo, I'm gonna buy it, try it out. And then you actually play, and you're like, it's not really what I was thinking this is gonna be. At the end of the day. Like people really looking forward to another Game of the Year contender. All that hype has dropped down drastically since launch.
Yeah, like I feel like the momentum kind of died once people actually had a hands on with it. And
Had the potential. DLC can help it, but they're gonna have to, if they really want it to succeed, they're gonna have to unfortunately relate it more to the actual story of Harry Potter.
like I don't know, the game is so weird to me. I saw people say like, oh, like this was like what they wanted from a Harry Potter game and blah blah blah. But I was like, but Harry Potter is known for having such a great story, right? Like I there's a reason why freaking those books are up there with like Lord of the Rings and other shit, right? Like they're known for having such a great story, but then why did this game have such a mid story?
Because they don't want to be associated with the story and J.K. Rowling. That's why.
Still, like the story could have been fire though.
Like the potential is so there. They're afraid of backlash, which they've already been getting.
They should have just said fuck it, just went. Because 25%, like this game came out what, February I think, and we're nearing the end of March in like a week. So for only 25% of the players on Steam to beat it, I wonder what the number is on console. I feel like the number is like a lot lower.
Like that just goes to show how far like good graphics can take you, because obviously the game has great graphics, but gameplay wise is kind of iffy here and there from what I'm hearing, and story wise obviously is getting mixed reviews too. So I think it also got a lot of hype based off, I'm not when they were showing off them black hairstyles, everybody's going crazy.
Yeah.
Customization menus, like, oh snap, this is how video game companies got to do it, this and that. But yeah, that gave them some. I feel like that gave a lot of people like, all right, I'm gonna put this game on my radar. But then when it came down to it and actually started playing the game, like I feel like a lot of people, the gameplay is kind of not really capturing me, like, and the story isn't really doing nothing for me. So it's like it's a show like you can do great, you can have great customization, good graphics, but at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it's still a game. The game has to be good. The gameplay has to be good. The story has to be. It doesn't have to be like nothing like Last of Us, but it has to be decent at the least. I'll say good, decent to good.
I don't think people want to have the the honest conversation, but I feel like Forspoken was better than this game. And if people want to sit there and be like, oh nah, that you're bugging, I liked Forspoken a lot more than this game, if I'm being completely honest. This game is cool. Forspoken was fun. Glitchy and all. It was still fun. But
Did it really have that many bad glitches?
yeah, like it was like I'm not gonna sit here and say like it was the most optimized game because it wasn't, because I think it still runs shitty on PC. So I bought it on the PS5, but it was it was still like fun. Like I still had fun playing it. I don't know if y'all ever see like the TikToks of people doing like spells on Forspoken, bro. That shit looks crazy as fuck. And then to do it in the game is cool, bro. Harry Potter shit just look boring. It's not as captivating. The story is not like people shitting on the story for Forspoken, but at least I was interested in Forspoken's story. I can remember stuff that happened in Forspoken, and that game was considered bad to everybody. I cannot remember anything in the main story that happened in Hogwarts, but I can only remember the side character story, because the side characters somehow had a better story than the main story. Dang, we done lost him. Mally K out this day. He'll be back though, but still, he's back. But still, like, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, so fuck Hogwarts. At least
Just need
All
better.
I will say, I don't know
They
a
just
lot
need a
about
DLC.
Forspoken.
that too.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Forspoken, but all I will say, Ella Belinsky, I love you.
You might hear this one day.
Oh,
Everybody,
what that?
I'll have it. We can all agree that's a good thing that happened to Forspoken.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was greatness right there. Needed that.
Hogwarts gameplay, you got it. Spells and nostalgia, you got it. Story, just you have a whole Harry Potter lore. Create an excellent dark villain or dark wizard villain and train us to go after him and whatever. Do something like that. Literally so easy.
But you know what is better than Hogwarts right now? Is Fortnite Creative 2.0. This shit looks fire. This shit looks fire. So there's a clip of Ninja playing what looks like a Dark Souls-esque kind of game in Fortnite, and it kind of does look like Dark Souls. And then there's another one of Kurt JD playing Call of Duty in Fortnite. So for what y'all see from these clips, I don't know if y'all watched both clips or if y'all saw other clips. What are y'all thoughts?
I saw the Call of Duty clip.
Was it like the thing where it's like, you know how Roblox is they're making games?
Yeah.
Game where like Roblox is making. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Then. So I gotta check out the trailer myself, but if it's what you say it is and what I'm hearing, then I'm about to check that out. I'm pretty excited.
Do you think other game developers should be worried? Because they say that Roblox Sonic game is like the best Sonic game they dropped, and it's not even like actual Sega game.
I'll say they have to be worried at the end of the day because they're still having the official content and mascot. Like snap their hands and be like, all right, this has anything Sonic or looks like maybe we might have to hit a lawsuit, but I don't think it would get to that point if it was that good. But I don't know. I feel like companies should be looking at these smaller games as like, or not smaller games. Obviously, Fortnite's not a small game. Fortnite's lots are not small, but they have like these small little game modes where it's like game companies should be looking at these like we might need to model this and take this and take notes and maybe use it in our game. Obviously, people like it, so it's causing a lot of traction.
I don't know, like something.
So maybe they should look into it. Honestly,
Like some
take notes.
stuff that goes hard at the same time.
Oh, you gonna say something?
I just cooked
I said,
up
yeah,
something
Apex, you
that's
guys
really cool.
suck.
Bro, I was about to actually ask. So what if Roblox and Fort, because both of their games, like when they let developers do whatever on their games, they kind of smoke that shit. What if Fortnite 2.0, the Creative 2.0, makes a better game than, I don't know, like Battlefront?
And add me on Snapchat.
They definitely could because Battlefront is down in the dumpster right now. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
definitely could.
So now,
Actually, probably wouldn't be that hard to actually do.
I said Battlefront. I meant to say Battlefield. I thought that was what y'all said. My bad.
no, Battlefront.
Same company.
Battlefront. Battlefront had
Yeah.
us on the way up, but but you know, sheesh. I hope they make a third one. Who knows when that's gonna be? Hopefully it's good. Because
I
EA
low-key heard it
obviously,
might have got canned, but
Microtransactions.
EA needs to realize that they have these IPs and need to do well with them. They can't just be squandering them.
But now you have Creative 2.0, so somebody could take the idea of Battlefront and then add in all the shit. So like, let's say like obviously Battlefront 2 doesn't have like Ahsoka, but then you go on Fortnite Creative and you play like
That's what
I
they
guess
were doing.
yeah, like
Or
heroes
like
versus
any
villains
like
and
a
shit.
Jedi mod, like
Yeah.
they got like a Darth Vader, like I guess model. So maybe that.
So
That'd
you
be
Yeah,
could
they modded like the modders on PC carried that game, at least on PC, but like console people
yeah.
obviously don't have access to that. So
But just imagine like you just get on Fortnite and it was like, oh, like y'all want to play, I don't know, like God of War, just to say for example, or y'all want to
Yeah.
play like Sekiro, like because
or like a better version of a GTA where it's like, all right, you all playing
yeah,
this now.
or even if they add their own GTA RP to Creative 2.0,
Right.
so
Fortnite, yeah, that'd
so-
be dope. I can see that.
like imagine those like people that don't have the means to play GTA RP can just hop on Fortnite Creative and be like, oh shit, like let's go join blah 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 world. Like I
ain't
feel
gonna
it's a
lie,
good
that-
thing.
I ain't gonna lie, like now that we're talking about it and I'm hearing the ideas behind it, I'm kind of digging it. Honestly, I feel like that's pretty big for like people,
Yeah.
like, just if it's gonna continue to grow like that. Because obviously Fortnite is still a big game. Like they might be doing something. They might be doing something.
yeah, they could be doing like game within games, or even like to where it becomes the point where it's accessible for everybody to do or to use. Like just a lot of these games running on like this and like Unreal 5 and all that stuff, like be pretty like a game changer.
Yeah, let me get a Creative 2.0 NBA Live.
I was thinking about that too, bruh, but it's possible though.
I'm just
Make
being a
old
hater.
basketball games.
Don't listen to me.
Well, that'd be crazy.
Like they could bring like a NFL Street, or people been dying for a Def Jam. Like there's mad shit now because after these two clips, and these are two vastly different games. Ninja's playing like I said, like a Dark Souls S game, and then he's playing a Call of Duty type game, bruh. What like? You can do whatever.
Where I was like, yeah, I always thought about stuff like that, especially because like you can have all these players in the game at one time. So it started out as
Yeah,
a battle royale, so you can basically have all these player slots and have them all doing different things in one world. If it's like anything like an actual like Dark Souls or like a RP, like GTA RP, like honestly, that's on the way up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds kind of fire.
It
bruh.
might be. It
I'm
depends on
interested.
how long before like everyone can like fully utilize this.
No, I think they I think people on it now. I feel like they had like some small developers probably work on it, but now because it's open to the public, because Unreal Engine 5 has been open to the public for I think about like a year now, maybe a little bit more. So if you was making something on there, then Epic was probably like, oh, you trying to make something on the Fortnite real quick, and that's how they got like these type games.
Yeah, like I know the Respawn, like the lead of the Jedi Survivor said like they thought about doing Unreal 5 for Survivor. Said they could have done it, but like they didn't want to like risk compromising the story, like the game when they had already started. Said they could have started over if they wanted to, like they would have gotten more time, but they said like assuming this is probably gonna be a third game. So the third game it might be a possibility, but it all depends on what they decide to do with the engine.
I mean, Unreal Engine 5 was dope as fuck, so
Yeah, they said it's a possibility for the next game, considering they're leaving old stuff behind. Like they're only doing next gen consoles and PC. So we'll see. Like we'll start to see more of that stuff like really as the norm as like the years go on. Like this year and into next. Maybe probably more into next and then beyond.
So I'm excited for the Fortnite shit, but Xbox Game Pass talking about leaving. There's a lot of stuff leaving the Game Pass. A Memoir Blue. This is all leaving on the 31st. So Memoir Blue. Anybody here ever play it? No.
Game of the year.
If I know this call, if I know what it is, I'll let it play. But there's probably a lot of games.
We got Chinatown, Detective Agency, Cluster
Game of the
Truck,
Game of the year.
Double Dragon Neon.
Cluster Truck is fun.
You played that for real?
I've seen people play it. I know what it is. It's basically like a run and jump type game where you're like trucks are going on the road. You gotta land on top of the trucks. You gotta get to point A to B. It's a pretty fast paced, fun game. Like a small little game. It's like a PC game, really. Like started out, I think.
Really chill.
Game of the year.
Like some cool
Then we got Double Dragon Neon,
time.
Kraken Academy, MLB The Show,
And it just feels cool.
and
Like, I could
Power
really
Rangers,
do this.
Battle for the Grid.
Yo, rest in peace, Power Rangers. I mean, not rest in peace for real, but I mean, shoot, from the Game Pass because I know a lot of people probably played it on the Game Pass at least one point. That's a good game,
Sure
but
did.
at least in our experience, we had
I'm about to say,
a lot of
like,
broken lobbies.
Didn't run properly.
what are y'all
Like,
like favorite memories from that shit? I mean, it's still up, but like it's leaving the Game Pass, so still. What's some of y'all favorite memories from
Add
that?
something new.
Being the only good fighting game I'm at. I'm good at. Fighting game I'm good
Hit
at.
Nari with the corner trap plenty of times, letting that
That's,
gun go.
I've hit Marcus and Kent with the corner trap.
Oh,
plenty of
yeah, you
times,
could have
but-
corner trap a lot in that game.
Yeah,
But that was the fun of
corner
it,
trapping
'cause
is right.
it was kind of fun because like none of us actually knew how to actually play the game. Like, we weren't like good at the game. It was
The
just
Red
like
Time
I was just
Force
pressing
Ranger
buttons and just
broken.
hoping for the best sometimes. Like it's kind of fun when you just don't know how to play a game. You just jump in and play with your friends. So that's kind of how it happened. It was good times. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Though.
Word. So that was it for
Red
the
Time Force
anime.
Ranger broken.
What Red Time Force? Oh, and that game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fucking Lord Dragon.
Oh, my last day for the Power Ranger shit. Hey, I don't know if them servers ever gonna really work, but I mean that shit on the Switch though, trash.
That game
Yeah,
is just
PC is
trash
probably the
all
best
in
way to
general.
always go in that game. It has potential. Like whenever they make the sequel, I'll probably be on.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
You think they'll make a sequel?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
so. I think it had enough. I feel like it had enough support on the back end because they kept making DLC, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
They just kept making fighters in DLC, so they were supporting it. So I feel like it's got a chance for a sequel. Be
I'll
very
see
good.
why now with a better engine,
Yeah, you got a better engine, better
networking.
yeah, better utilization, or
Yeah.
you know.
Do y'all think it will get back more if they get a sequel?
I feel like
'cause
there's better
this-
graphics.
This was independent, right?
Yeah, but I think the dude behind it, I don't know I don't know his name. I think he's behind one of a very popular fighting game. So it's
pretty
like
sure he made.
he knows how to make fighting games.
Second dude, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly like the dude and what games he made, but it's a very prominent dude that made fighting games fast. So like that's why it had like such a good like groundwork.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of potential if they come back with like good graphics, actual like I think voice lines came a while like after a long time, but voice lines to start the game, you know, have like these cutscenes, like you know, like how kind of like Mortal Kombat start a fight and they have like little voice lines where they like little like custom force lines. It could be very good, interesting way to keep gameplay going. But it basically has a lot of potential. Is what I'm saying. Has a lot of potential to be a hard hitter in the fighting game community.
Bruh, this game
pun
had
intended.
more potential than that Nickelodeon game. and this game had music from the freaking show.
Bro, I used to be dead listening to what was it? Nickelodeon. Was it Brawl Stars or All Stars?
Bro, I think it was Brawl Star. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But like when you hear one of the music tracks of the game, if you sit there and listen to one of the music tracks, they will literally make you go in, bruh. Like you be thinking like, yo, is this music made to kill me? Because it sounds like trash. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard. It's terrible. But other than that, like I feel like that maybe like if Nickelodeon actually supported, because I don't know, for some reason Nickelodeon they won't be putting budget into the games. I feel like I don't know what it is. They got the money to do so. For some reason they just be pulling back on funds for their games. I guess that's not their focus, but
So which
they just gotta put a
game?
lot more money into the games.
Which game has more chance to get a sequel? Power Rangers or Nickelodeon game?
Leave them both dead.
Oh
As much
man.
as it
it's
seems like,
kinda-
I would say Power
kinda
Rangers
even,
is
to be
probably the Nickelodeon game. It's probably the
It could go
Nickelodeon-
either way.
Nickelodeon game.
It's hard
They
to
both
say.
suck, so just
Yeah.
leave them.
No, bro. Power Rangers was good.
Bring back Budokai 4, which they doing. Keep Tekken. Keep what's it called? Street
Fighter, yeah.
That's all today.
Nah, you gotta have. I only want them. I would only want that Nickelodeon shit just because Smash needs a competitor. But it seems like every time Smash gets a competitor, that game dies. I.e., multiverses.
Well, you shouldn't be
had
trying to
it and they
compete with
dropped it.
Smash.
But
Multiverse
it's
had it and they
competition
dropped
is
it.
good. Yeah.
I was
Oh
watching
man,
Maximilian dude. He's talking about how that game had a lot of
bro.
like, I feel like it was basically it was more
Potential.
successful than they could handle. Yeah, it was like they didn't expect all that, like, because you gotta think it was like when they first came out, it was one of the most played most played fighting games at launch of all time, like for like concurring players, like, so basically like, that's like big in itself.
Y'all,
Like, cause
y'all ever heard the theory?
like,
It's a super head canon that The Rock killed that game because of the Black Adam character. They
bro,
said
ain't nobody was trying to see the Black Adam in that game, man.
they said because when Black Adam came out, like obviously it's just super head canon. Like people just fucking with this shit. But is that? But I mean, let's act like it's true. When Black Adam came out, they stopped getting as many DLC characters, right? Right. And then it's crazy because as soon as Black Adam came out, DC just kind of just jumped ship and just said, "All right, fuck it, we just gonna redo everything now." So fuck The Rock.
So the Rock killed the DC.
Yeah, The Rock killed everything DC, but we'll talk about that when we get to the TV and movies. But now we're going. We're going.
Oh yeah, nah. Yeah. Let's just get off this.
So we're going to the
Rest in
anime
peace,
shit.
multiverse.
Yeah, that shit's dead.
These
This is
Power
dirt,
Rangers.
bro. Revival soon though.
So we are on to the anime section. The anime section, quick little anime news. First things first is the Megumin thing got a little trailer coming to stream on Crunchyroll this April, as well as more April shit. Ranking of the King side story, which I'm excited for, April 13th. Solo Leveling got another teaser trailer coming out next winter, 2024. So I believe that will be the top of the year. As well as Rurouni Kenshin comes out this July. Undead Unluck, October 23rd. And what else we got? Oh, K-Manga is getting a little app that comes out May 2023.
Kodansha.
Yeah, what he said. But that
All right.
the app is going to be called K-Manga, though.
Yeah, but you said K Manga's getting an app. It's Kodansha's.
Oh, well,
getting an
yeah,
app.
my bad. You right. Good looks there. And the app will have at launch will have 400 manga, including AOT, Ghost in the Shell. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? AOT niggas is gonna read that shit. That's all I'm saying. It comes out in May. And as well as over 70 ongoing manga, including Blue Lock, Eden Zero, and that other piece of shit, Run a Girlfriend. Don't talk about that shit. Oh man. And the last thing of anime news, two more things. The One Piece thing. What's this One Piece thing again? With Chansar Nairi?
I don't think anybody. I don't know if anybody nobody follows like Sakuga Twitter. I think I'm the only one that does out of this whole thing. Nah, just the dude who's a really good animator. Gonna be on regular on the One Piece stuff probably till the end of Wano, probably maybe beyond for a little while.
All right, so let's go. So then, when this Gear 5, which is supposed to drop in August or July of this year, should be looking amazing, right?
Probably be July, but yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean, if you look him up, you'll see all the scenes he's done and be like, oh, that was him.
but the biggest anime thing I want to talk about was Anime NYC. All right, 90 seconds on Charles. Hey, Anime NYC. Someone clip this part. Listen here and listen good. Y'all are trash. Alright? Y'all are charging $129 for a fucking 3-day, which, and once taxes and fees and mailing comes into play, is $157.56. Dog, y'all are not the shit no more. There's a whole bunch of other conventions that I'll pay you the $157 for, but I'm not gonna pay for it with y'all. But wait, that's not even the worst fucking part. The worst part is the Anime NYC Plus. So, Anime NYC, don't know why y'all would do this, but I'll just go down what it gives you that it doesn't give for the other shit. So, for starters, you get access for all 3 days, right? Then you get, what's this, expedited entrance, so you could just go right away instead of standing out in that cold in that long ass fucking line like a freaking doof again, like we all did. Fuck y'all. Then first access to the show floor. Who cares? Then you get an Anime NYC Plus lounge access, but that is not the part that is just dumb to me. Why the fuck do you get a lanyard and a pen with the NYC Plus part? Before and years prior, that was part of the regular shit when you walked in the door. Now I have to go and sign up for this shit just to get that stuff. It's stupid. It's stupid. Y'all are not the shit. There's a whole bunch of other conventions that are way better than y'all. Bro, I was on freaking Twitter and I found a lot of the OnlyFans women. They went to some hentai convention that looked even more fire than Anime NYC. Like, what? This shit is not fire enough for me to pay $475 or $160. That's OD as fuck. So, y'all can have the floor now.
Yeah, that was it. $400 for that. The plus, whatever the fuck is even in that package. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I know it's like more high profile now since like the first time we all went, and even like especially after COVID, that first one after COVID and the one after that, and then that was the one this past year, and then this one coming up. They're getting more and more like high profile stuff, but like they're not. I don't think they're that whole high profile yet to be able to justify charging a price like that personally. So, hey, the people that want to pay it, I'm not gonna tell you to spend your money, do what you want, but like
I'm gonna tell y'all, don't be stupid.
You got money, be stupid with your money.
No. We need to stop supporting these people over here. Fuck them.
I'm not going. I'm not supporting them.
Yeah, Anime NYC is mid as fuck. Bruh, that shit not fire.
Bro, I would say if I didn't meet Berlizzi that last year, I'd have been like, damn. I would have been kind of mad. Like, I could really spend money on this. Like, but
Just walking around.
There's a lot of walking, not a lot of space to walk.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just the way the when you first get there, everybody was confused on how to even get in the place. It was just a lot of things that could have been avoided. We're just like, y'all gotta get that. Y'all gotta get that.
Like,
and another thing, let me put y'all on game real quick. Those shirts and stuff that the vendors are selling for like $25 a shirt, you can get from Walmart for $7.99 a shirt. They are the same shirts. They are not doing anything special or making those shirts themselves. They are the same shirts from Walmart.
Hey, I ain't gonna front. I saw some Fire Force shirt that some vendor was selling a couple days later. I was like, oh shit, wasn't this at Anime NYC?
That's what I'm saying. They literally go to Walmart and buy up all those anime shirts. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Walmart, Target, all those graphic tees in that section. They buy them all up for cheaper prices and they resell them. Like, put y'all on game. The only thing that's worth going to Anime NYC for is to see the voice actors and or if you like collecting wall art. And even so, a lot of the wall art there is mid. And the same.
Yeah, so fuck Anime NYC.
Period. We start.
Bring a wagon.
Like, this is gonna be my last, cause I ain't gonna front. I did see that shit. That shit low key did kind of piss me off. Only because like, all right, so Anime NYC in comparison to arguably probably the biggest anime convention of the year is AX, right? I don't know if the AX tickets are on sale yet. Let me look. But with that being said, like Anime Expo makes sense though because there's mad shit to do at AX. It's big. You can go here, there, everywhere. Doesn't matter. That shit is big. So when I saw this, I'm like, dog, y'all are not that big. The Jacob Javits Convention Center is small as fuck. And y'all want to charge people $150, basically $160 to go walk around and look at nothing all day? Fuck out of here. And then to go even look at some of the booths and some of the panels, nobody knows what them shits are. I don't even know where them shits are. Do y'all know where they are?
It's the DreamCon panel. Didn't even know where it was. Couldn't even get in the door to get to the panel.
So, like, nah, dog. Y'all not. No, I'm banning them from going. I'm not going to another Anime NYC convention ever again. If they want to charge this price, they can charge it some other people, but not me. I will never go back. Somebody gotta pay me now. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to pay us when we go. Give us a little badge for free. Fuck y'all.
You heard them, folks.
Nah, that's a ripoff.
I don't disagree.
That is complete ripoff.
Like Anime NYC, y'all ain't got it like that yet. Yeah, not yet. No, y'all ain't got it like that. Y'all gotta have a lot more.
Have it.
Y'all gotta have a lot more accommodations for the people before y'all got it. Man.
I hope they
You
listen to this
can't even
episode.
view some of the wall art because you got piles of people there.
Yeah, it is mad. I'm not gonna lie. I do think they should have a super restriction on how many people should or could go in,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need to
definitely.
sell out of tickets and not keep selling them.
because it makes no sense to me. I mean, I hate to compare the two, but like, all right, the car show, for example, right? The car show fits in hundreds of cars, right? Granted, it's not as many people, but a car is still big, and there's enough room for a show floor and all this other shit in the car show. The car show takes place in the same area. Why, when I'm in the car show, does the Jacob Javits Center feel a lot bigger versus when I'm at Anime NYC? I feel like I'm just, what's that shit? I feel like I'm just all piled together like sardines. Versus over there at the car show, I feel like, all right, I could walk around a little bit. Like I said, it's not as many people still, but it's hella cars there too. So, fuck y'all, Anime NYC.
Just like the sneaker community, the anime community is oversaturated.
Yeah, we need to kick some of these people off the island for real, for real. We need to kick a lot of them off the island. I think about it. I'm kicking them off the island. I'm doing it. Charles. So, y'all have any last words for Anime NYC?
Just be smart with your
Maybe.
money. That was the last word, I guess. But yeah, be smart with your money. Know what you're paying for.
Now, after we're done with the anime, into the TV and movies. Now, in the last pod, we talked about DC, but before we get to DC, just quick stuff. So, I guess somebody at HBO was listening to what Malcolm had said the last episode, because they said that The Last of Us Part 2 will be into multiple seasons. So, Malcolm, they're going to have to run you some coins.
Yeah, and that's the right thing they need to do, because if you're gonna just jump into The Last of Us Part 2, then I can guarantee you that show will flop in season 2. Expand the story, do what you want. Free creative freedom if you have it. Source material is there. Take your time. Do it correctly. Otherwise, don't do it at all.
Then we have some Star Wars news, right, Nairi?
And don't come back at all. Oh,
And-
yeah.
What was this? Next Star Wars movie is likely to be announced April 7th.
Really chill. Like some
Yeah, most likely.
stuff that goes
Are you
on
excited?
at the same time.
Yeah. I mean,
Be honest,
comfortable
bro.
with TV. I'm comfortable with the TV stuff, but yeah.
Like,
Nah,
The movies, I'm not tripping about a movie. But
Streets saying they want Dave Filoni.
well, the streets don't know what they're talking about. So.
That's crazy, bro. We're not gonna act like Dave Filoni didn't save Star Wars a little bit.
Not what I'm saying, but like, there's more people than just Dave.
Like who?
Dave is batting 100. I'm not betting against him. But I'm just saying.
Who's the
Right.
greatest? Who's like top one Star Wars director?
Well, director and creative person are two different things.
Well-
You could not write the story and be a great director and still be good.
Well, all right. Who's above Dave?
But in terms of what?
Just who would you put I guess above Dave? Like who can create shit just as good as Dave? In the Star Wars shit right now.
We gotta think, bro. We gotta remember, like Dave gets a lot of his.
I
gets
say a
of
lot of all the
lot of
stuff that's
from
working
George
right now
Lucas.
is literally Dave. So I guess
he
that
gets a lot of
currently
his stuff from George
nobody.
Lucas too, like just he gets some George Lucas too. I feel like
That's what I'm saying. Other than John, who's like
Getting a lot
the
of
main
stuff.
person who created the show, but like only because all the stuff that's like Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Bad Batch, Clone Wars, Rebels, Skeleton Crew, what else?
What's Skeleton Crew? What they work on?
This is the next thing that's coming out that's connected to all this.
Uh,
All that stuff is tied in with what Dave and John are doing. So it's like, if we're talking about like, I mean, as far as like what's working right now, sure. I guess Dave creative wise, sure. But like, there hasn't been that much for anybody else to really be able to do. Like, no, actually, Tony Gilroy with Andor. So
hey, Andor was fire.
Tony Gilroy got like an exclusive deal to work with Lucasfilm. So whatever Tony Gilroy does, he in Andor season 2. So Tony Gilroy, in terms of like, Tony Gilroy is just right up there with Dave, honestly, with Rogue One and Andor. So but yeah, until we get more people, like Acolyte will probably bang. So that one's hearing good things about that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not tripping about a movie like because the shows have been fire. Like Dave's batting 100. So, well, would I like him to do a movie? Sure, but I'm not. Whatever the movie is, if it's the one with the sequel characters, that's cool. If it's like older stuff, that's cool. If it's something else, that's cool. We gotta see what it is first. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on April 7th. See, some people might like. One person kind of backed out, but then the other person took their place on it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's too long of information. Too much information. So we'll see what happens April 7th. See what it's about. It might be a High Republic movie, but I could be wrong. But we'll see.
So that was our Star Wars Insider, not original. Now, the last bit of movie stuff before we get to the DC conversation is that Victoria, how you say her last name? Alonso? Am I saying that correctly?
Alonzo Mourning.
Has left what?
Alonzo Mourning. That's how you say it. Alonzo Mourning.
Victoria Alonso?
Yeah.
That's her last name?
Alonso. That's what it says.
On here it says Victoria Alonso.
That's what. Yeah.
What?
I
It's
heard
a
Alonzo
What the
Mourning.
hell
I
are you
heard-
talking
I
about?
heard Victoria Alonso. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, did y'all not? All right, man.
that's her last. Is her full last name Alonzo Mourning for real?
Dog, no.
Are you trying to make a joke?
Are y'all
This
serious?
song you said that at first.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Are you talking about a basketball player? We're not talking about basketball here. Let's talk about Marvel. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, she left Marvel Studios. She was the president of physical, post-production, VFX, and animation at the studio.
All right.
It's basically all the post-production work.
Here we go. Malcolm, lead us off.
Yeah. She's been with Marvel since the jump. So a lot of people are speculating that Marvel moving forward is about to fall off in a major cliff in terms of creation, story, direction, and just overall what's the word, like end game? No, not end game. Like what's like I guess direction is fine, but yeah, her deciding to leave, I'm wondering why. Like she said it was time to move on to new ventures or whatever in her interview, but I'm literally just wondering why. Because a lot of people have been saying Marvel has been getting really stale lately, and I'm like, could that be foreshadowing as to why? Maybe? Who knows?
I'm gonna
see
go
she was
last on this.
removed,
I also saw she was removed. Like,
So
never really know.
Let's go with this. Let's just go with if she left, right? So how if she left, does that change it for you?
hard to say. Don't know yet. Oh, his mouth.
If she leaves on her own, I would say it changes things for me. But if she got removed, then that's gonna just create drama, and we love drama. Serve it to me on a silver platter. Yeah.
Something wrong with him. I looked it up and just keep saying she left. Or it says unceremoniously exited.
I don't know, like something really chill.
Like maybe she got in an argument with how they were
I know.
running the creative direction. Who knows? Like
Bro.
that's the thing.
Like
2-decade run and she said, fuck y'all, I'm out.
Exactly. Why? I want to know the reason why. Which is major because Marvel finds itself in a very tricky place right now, where there's a lot of people that are catching on to their nonsense. So
Nyree, Marcus, y'all got anything?
Man, it's
Nah, I got
hard
nothing.
to say right now what it'll do. Because again, whether she got fired or removed, like she's gone. So I mean, we'll see what happens if it takes a upswing in quality or a downswing in quality. So we won't know. We won't know for a while because depending on when a lot of these projects have been finished and in post production already, we won't really know until like the stuff that's a little bit further out.
So the last thing she worked on, Ant-Man, Guardians, and the Marvels for movies. And
That's what I'm saying,
then
so we won't know for a while.
for TV shows, it's Echo, Ironheart, and Agatha.
Exactly. Those are like years away. 2-3 years at minimum away.
No,
we won't know
no,
for a
no.
while.
Oh, Secret Invasion 2. Nah, Secret Invasion's next month, right?
I'm saying so after.
Oh,
after,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We won't know for a while.
My thoughts on it. I've shared what my thoughts on Marvel is at the moment, and this is not the first time I've seen somebody walk away and something goes to shit. I think we've seen it with gaming, and we've seen it like with other shit where somebody leaves and yeah, they can't really find themselves back. Example, what's that shit? Who's making that game? Rocksteady, right? Yeah, the creator or whoever at Rocksteady left, and now all that shit's turned into shambles with that Justice League game or whatever, Suicide Squad. It's been time and time again where somebody leaves and that shit just does not end up well. I mean, I guess we can use Game of Thrones as an example because my nigga George R.R. Martin couldn't finish the fucking book. So now those last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones are plagued with, hey man, this shit's ass, but he didn't finish his book. So I personally think I'm kind of on the side of Malcolm that, yeah, like maybe Marvel, I don't know, man, it may not be looking good over there. You're not gonna stay with somebody for 20 years and just leave. There has to be a reason why you left.
Grass might not be greener on the other side.
But what if she left because Marvel just isn't, I don't know, maybe it's dying off a little bit. Maybe it's just not really the thing anymore. I mean, Marvel's still Marvel, and it, like, I guess to Nyrie's point that he said last week, a couple weeks ago, it is saving the theaters, but still, like, what if Marvel's just not fire like that?
Don't say this. I feel like obviously you can't go 10 for 10 with movies every time. In my opinion, I feel like I don't personally. I don't have superhero fatigue. I guess I just.
So
I've seen superhero movies, what they are. Well, Marvel. I mean, DC, I could say otherwise, but Marvel-wise, I'm always gonna be there probably day one on a Marvel. Not every movie, but most movies. For a Marvel movie, like I don't have superhero fatigue. It's just make good movies. It's like all it is at the end of the day.
So what would y'all say is the last good? I'm gonna say good to like the public Marvel movie. Would it be Wakanda Forever, Spider-Man, or Shang-Chi?
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever was widely accepted, widely revered. It's pretty good. Like bottom line good.
Malcolm?
Their own elements, because Shang-Chi's really good in the combat area, and Wakanda Forever was really good in the story aspect.
So like, all right, for TV show, what's like the last good TV show they dropped?
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is pretty fire, but mad people hate that shit.
Miss Marvel.
Mad people hate that one too.
She-Hulk did not keep my attention, but for me, the last good. I gotta look at that list real quick, honestly, because I don't want to like overlook anything.
So, all right, from 21 to where they are now, we have WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, the Iron Groot show, which I don't know if anybody watched, She-Hulk, Werewolf by Night, and the Guardians Holiday Special.
I haven't seen Werewolf by Night or the Holiday Special, both of which I need to watch.
Holiday Special is pretty good.
Werewolf by Night is really good.
Special.
I just haven't seen
I don't really count that as. I guess I don't count that as.
Yeah, I don't count that or Werewolf Night.
They're one-offs like for that. Like, and I've heard. I haven't watched the Werewolf by Night one yet, but I've heard good research for that as well. But I think for the last good show, like I was really like invested in, was probably like the What If series. I think that's what it was. That's like the last thing I remember. Like,
yeah, I'm
ready to see this like each week. Like I'm ready day one. Like what top of 3 o'clock, I'm there. Like you watching it. Like,
I'm with Malcolm, yo.
I was deep invested in.
That Loki shit was good.
Yeah, Loki too. Like Loki too. Loki's also good. But I think
Yeah.
I think the last one I remember was What If being. I think that was the most recent one that I was really vibing with.
Like WandaVision didn't really pick up for me until the second half of the show.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this getting juicy. Whatnot, or whatever. What If was just like, a mixture of things. Like I'll watch it, but I'm not like overly invested. Miss Marvel was actually really good. I did enjoy Miss Marvel.
Need to get back into Miss Marvel. I didn't finish Moon Knight. I was becoming a lot of shows where I just didn't finish because they didn't just
finish Demon Slayer either.
keep my attention.
Bro, who really needs a
Moon
better
Knight
Demon
had me in
Slayer?
the beginning.
Yeah, Moon Knight had me in the
had me in the
beginning, they
beginning.
kind of lost me. A little bit.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Add me on Snapchat. Here's my Snapchat.
But I never thought Moon Knight was an exciting person in Marvel anyway. Like the only other time I had seen Moon Knight, if it wasn't in a comic book, was in Ultimate Avengers. And even then, I'm not picking him over some of the other heroes that are in there.
That is a fact. Oh,
I feel like Moon Knight is kind of like you think with Moon Knight, you feel like you're gonna get a certain type of show, and it didn't really come out that way. In actuality, I feel like
It'd have been a rated R one.
yeah, they could go rated R direction. And I feel like if they would have made it like very like kind of like horror oriented with like like the Egyptian gods and lore and stuff like that, and really kind of delve into horror type action and a darker story. I feel like it could have been really good, but obviously Disney has its limits on where they want to go.
They would have did it like the Punisher.
Yeah, I feel
Make
like
that
that would have
shit
been cool.
dark.
Like, yeah, it would have been very cool to see certain things. Because I feel like if you're talking about like Egyptian gods, what they go like, obviously you can't delve into certain things because it's gonna be kids watching. With like, because obviously Disney, it's on a Disney platform. So, but like it seems like Netflix had it like back in the day. Like, we might be seeing some really cool. Everybody would be like, oh, this is very interesting.
I don't know. Didn't Disney Plus go to like rated R or something?
Yeah, but they usually they have like I think the Werewolf by Night is that the rated R? Is that rated R?
It's gore.
Yeah, so-
I mean, they was
so it's
killing
like
dudes
they-
in Moon
they-
Knight, so I don't know.
Yeah, so but we don't know if we'll see like any Werewolf by Night. I don't think we'll see any Werewolf by Night stuff in the MCU. We might get like a reference here and there, but he's not gonna like a mainstay. It's like, I guess
They're
it's a one
kind of pushing like the
But-
supernatural side and the ground
Yeah,
level.
but like that's the thing. Like when you go towards the supernatural, it's a lot of stuff where it's more. I feel like it's more interesting, or it's more like it captures people's attention. But it can go that extra mile of being rated R. And it's like say Blade, like I don't think it has to be rated R, but I feel like it could maybe benefit.
100% needs to be rated R.
But
Not
I
really.
feel like it definitely.
yeah, I'm not
benefits.
mad at
It
Blade
could
being
benefit.
rated R. So what about Deadpool?
Blade definitely
yeah, it
needs to
needs
be
to-
rated R.
They said Deadpool's gonna be rated R.
Yeah, Deadpool. They said they're gonna keep it rated R, which makes sense because like
You could do a lot with PG.
and that's good. That's good
don't
marketing
think-
on its own because like if you're coming out and saying, "Oh, our Deadpool is PG-13," it's like what the hell are we doing? It's like you're not gonna lose the audience that you probably like.
I feel
that
like
was
Blade's
linked into
got to be
Deadpool.
rated R because of just it being such a dark concept of vampires.
Would y'all like more Marvel movies to be rated R or keep it PG-13?
Only if it fits.
Depends on who depends on what the Marvel movie's
If
about.
it's the story, like, I think they need a series. I think they need a whole series that should be rated R. I feel like Moon Knight could have been.
So
Could
what
have been way
about
more interesting.
what about like
we
Wolverine?
just different directions.
Like, wasn't Logan rated R?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. If it's about a person that is a killer, like Wolverine, like yeah, make it rated R because it fits the mold.
do you think Endgame and Infinity War would have benefited from the rated R?
No,
Not really.
And
Besides seeing people getting dismembered.
yeah,
and more curse
it'd be
words.
seeing different
but
like
yeah.
you see Thanos killing people off.
that's literally all it would have
been.
benefited if
then-
that was even a benefit. Might have been a hindrance because it might
It
have
would
been
definitely make
doing too
things
much.
more menacing. It'll definitely
That's
make
a
things
fact.
a lot more like menacing and be like, oh, like if I was seeing, what was Thanos' children called? I forgot what their group name was called.
Children of
Like,
Thanos.
say- Is it just the children of Thanos? That's funny.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so whatever.
No,
Like,
there's a
say-
name I just can't remember. I didn't know it, but I forgot what they're
It's the
called.
Children of
His name
Thanos.
is-
That's what they call themselves.
No, there's a name. They have an actual
They got
group
like
name.
a specific group name. Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot what it
But
was
like the
called.
horse people or something.
No, it's a
Uh,
name. I can't
Of the
remember what they call it.
apocalypse.
All I'm saying is like they
Well,
probably
we have
it'll
Google,
probably
so
be
look it
something-
up.
It's too much typing.
Like whatever. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. But like, say like bottom line is I'm saying just it would just make a lot of enemy like it might even fix the Marvel villain problem because you can go to a certain extent with villains now instead of just having to give them great dialogue and have them like good like I don't know. It's just a balance you gotta have. It's kind of it's a fine line you gotta walk
Snip Loki's nuts,
because
so
it can
I
be
think
rated
they'll
R and
find
still
that
be ass.
PG-13.
Like
If
it could
it's
still
the
be rated R
story,
and
it
still
could be
ass.
rated R, but like I say, you could do a lot with PG-13 and get away with it. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thanos snapped Loki's neck. It was fine.
Like,
So.
I don't think Marvel
That's-
Cinematic
that's
needs
what I'm saying,
PG-13 just
like-
for certain.
Like I'm not tripping. Like when Blade, I'm not tripping either way about that one.
Like, because there's
Yeah,
obviously
it's-
they got to
you know,
So it
think
don't matter.
that's personally.
that'd be cool because it's like obviously they want to go for sales and big money and box office, but it's like you got to think like of your like more than probably half your from like 2011 from where it started is grown now. So it's like we kind of maybe they want to see some more mature stuff happening.
That's what I was
You know?
thinking. Yeah.
So that'll be maybe like a thing where it's like, all right, we have at least like we have a balance where it's like all right, we got like one rated R film like each year, and then we'll have like the other 3 PG-13 whatever. Like, not saying it has to be rated R, but like maybe just to like try it out to see.
You know, it's kind of like
I'm gonna try that.
to your growing with your audience thing. Like when I think about, I guess, so I mean, you know, Boy Meets World. I hate to use that example, but like Boy Meets World, a perfect example. Like growing with your audience. Boy Meets World starts off with Corey Matthews, mad young, and it ends the show where he's like old as fuck, right? Not old as fuck, but he's just older in college and all this other shit. So you're growing with him. So by the time you're at the end, he's talking about sex, like he's talking about all this other stuff, alcohol, whatever the case may be. So I guess if Marvel did grow with its fan base, then the content has to grow too. Like you're gonna people want to some type of excitement. Like it sucks to say, but like yeah, like dismembering bodies, all this shit is like exciting. Granted, it may not be, I guess, like sometimes for story purposes, but yeah, like Thanos doing that shit. And like, let's say Endgame or other places, or even like Green Goblin possibly doing that shit in No Way Home. Like, I don't know, different shit. People want to see the excitement. I want to be excited when I see that shit.
For different folks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's also true
that.
too.
There's also a lot of variables too, like what you're saying, Malcolm, because like it's like you got that, and then it's like, do people really want rated R movie? You gotta, we still have to be good at the end of the like just
That-
because rated
yeah.
R stuff, just for shock value is not the best either. So it's like you just gotta, it's just gotta be a good one. Like what gravitates me towards like a good MC, like I'll say like an MCU film is good to me is like obviously.
Oh,
Well, a
like,
good balance of the action scenes, dialogue that like say like slow scenes, the dialogue that matters, and like I like epic scope like epic
So-
scope films like Endgame and Infinity War.
That,
Music has to be great.
that Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, right? I couldn't think of who he played for a second. All right, so in that No Way Home shit, he said he went down a dark path, right? Could y'all see if this is a big if they brought that back because he went down that dark path, could that be like a rated R film?
Could be.
It's just because of the way people view Spider-Man. But if Sony makes it, then who knows? Sony be trying to do everything to stay relevant.
That'd
But
be cool. I kind of do wish they went the R route with Venom though, because now we
Venom wasn't rated R?
No.
No, they were both PG-13.
that's kind of ass.
Like, all right,
What?
here's my opinion. PG-13, the first Venom, I feel like it was pretty good. It was a good groundwork for what they had going. Like the first Venom was, I feel like overall wasn't bad. It was good, average to good. I feel like. Now when you have Venom 2 and you have a character named Carnage, you gotta understand.
So what's
His name is
Morbius?
Carnage. He is a serial killer. He is a serial killer. Kills people for the fun of it. You have to have that movie rated R to get the whole point across to what like his character. Like you're not gonna make a lasting impact for Carnage if he's killing people off
Harrelson.
screen. Like I don't know. Like the jail scene like when he was released was kind of cool, but then it was like, what else is after that? You can't. It's nothing after that. You're like, oh, I love that scene with Carnage. Like nothing. It's like, come on, dude. Like
It's much of a
Like,
joke.
it's more jokey than like taking him serious. Like, yeah, that's one of my favorite characters growing up in Marvel.
Yo, Morbius is rated PG-13. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro,
Yeah,
Sony
that's
could've
another
been
character
taken
I would
advantage.
think would be rated
they could
R.
have been like, look at our films. We are like the goody two shoe MCU. Like we're actually trying to rate our stuff or like going for a mature route. And it's like, you can even go. I feel like they can even go more mature for PG-13 film. It doesn't have to, It's just like they just choose these directions where it's like, do you really want to watch this? Like they're gonna have to. I don't know. They're gonna have to try to make different audiences gravitate towards it. I don't know.
Low-key
They're
Morbius
just-
wasn't that bad of a movie, but I'm only saying that because I ain't paid for it.
I mean, Malcolm was morbid.
It's morbid time.
Like it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't anywhere close to mediocre. So if there's like a bar between all those, then that's what it is.
It's like someone who's trying to get the MCU fans to watch their films, and it's like, oh,
So
you chose one of Spider-Man's weirdest villains to be a main character in your movie. Like, you're already stopped there.
It's like making a Spider-Man movie and the main hero or the main villain is fucking Craven. Ain't nobody trying to see that.
Like, yeah, I'm not trying to watch a Craven movie. I'm not trying to watch
doesn't Craven have a movie coming out?
the Nacho Libre. What
Yeah.
I don't know, who was the wrestler villain that was? They were trying to make a movie about that.
Aaron Taylor
I'm
Johnson
like, bruh,
is Graven.
like, I'm not watching these films. Like, these B-list villains or B-C-list villains. Like, I'm not trying to watch that.
And they really do. This Craven movie about to be ass.
All these great Spider-Man villains.
You think so?
Damn Morbius movie.
He can't. He's not a
Who's
main
going
villain.
to-
He can't be.
Who's going to the movies to see Craven?
I was interested in it.
You gonna go see this? It come out October 6th.
I'll see more about it. Yeah,
Ah. I mean,
my bad.
nah, man. I mean, who making it? Sony?
No, it's
It's
all
okay.
good. I mean,
different strokes for different folks.
Nah, no, I don't. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't really see the point of a Craven movie.
That's appealing to a very niche audience, and it's like, I want to see this, but it's like you have bigger villains that would be like are more interesting. I was like, what can you possibly make?
Exactly. Where's Doc Ock at?
We just had him.
Like,
I mean, and Tom Holland.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he cool. He by himself. He'll be alright.
Make sure to subscribe and
Down my nigga Doc Ock.
I'll say like a Silk movie would make more sense than a Craven and a Morbius movie. Like, I'll say that makes more sense to me.
We need
Like,
the
you could, like,
cat.
say,
Spider-Gwen
well,
first.
funny you should say that.
Spider-Man will be fire. But I mean, we get that, what's it called? Spider-Verse.
It's kind of like a weird point in time where it's like kind of go like, you know, like those like mid 2000 Marvel movies where it's like, all right, we got Ghost, we got Elektra, we got Daredevil. It's like all these off the wall, kind of not off the wall, but it's like these more B tier characters than A-list. I feel like.
And that's
Like,
why
when
they
they're coming
get
out,
put
it's
in
like-
shows and not movies. Like Elektra, she's fine in Daredevil, but don't put her in a move like her own movie as a main antagonist or a protagonist. Ain't nobody trying to see that shit.
However, I would love to see another Ghost Rider movie, like actual good one.
They
But
just
it probably
can't
would better
scale
the
him
show.
properly.
It probably would better the show. And then it's like that. Like we go back to the rated R conversation. Be a rated R for Ghost Rider.
I don't think I'll
be.
want to rate it off for Ghost Rider. They don't
Ghost Rider doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I think he might be.
Agents of Shield did it without being rated R. So
He's rated R enough. He's from hell.
for a Hell and Flaming Skull is enough. You can get away with. What's he gonna do? The penance stare and the chain. You don't need rated R for that. Burn people. You don't need rated R for that. So rated R would just make them want to be too extra. Just do too much.
That's true,
How many
too.
sex scenes in my movies, bro.
They could just
Like,
really
I
they
don't
can
need-
push a PG-13 Ghost Rider movie today and it'd be
I
fine.
do not need sex scenes in movies. But,
So which one?
You know what should be rated R? DC.
Wow, look
all
at
of
that
them.
transition god right there. I was gonna
All
say
of them.
Eternals.
So
Why Eternals trying to put a sex scene?
that, yeah. What?
I did not. I feel like they just trying to push the boundary.
Well, they were
Take
trying to do
off
too much on that shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on now. I do not need this.
So we got a lot of DC stuff here, right? All right, where would y'all like to start? We gonna start with The Rock. We're gonna start with the thing we gonna talk about last time. We're gonna talk about what's this guy's name? Zachary Levi?
We gotta cover all these topics in this one.
Huh?
Yes.
gotta
Let's
cover all these
fire it
topics
off
or
with
just-
this question. Let's fire it off with this question. When you think about the DC animated movies, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you generalize them as?
They're pretty good.
Like
You
you
want
would
a
say
you
like
want a
a
number?
like a yeah, like a 7, 8 maybe.
They said
Some
between
9, some
That's
10.
Yeah.
on average, most of them are 8s.
yeah.
Like as a
Yeah,
general average.
so above 5, right? Now, when you look at the DC cinematic universe, do that same thing. What would you rate them at? Most of them below 5.
Nah, come on,
what
Wonder
is?
Woman, the first one.
Nah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
put
one movie.
Oh,
put
Man of
most of them.
Steel.
I wouldn't put most of them below 5. I put some of them at 5 or like 6.
Put most of them at or below 5.
All right, so
with
just
the exception of there being like 2 or 3 good ones, like Man of Steel, Wonder Woman,
All right, so
maybe
what-
Aquaman.
I was about to
people
say,
that
we-
movie.
they don't have that many movies because they over here trying to play catch up. So
Maybe the Batman.
nah, the Batman and the Joker I put in their own separate thing only because they're it don't seem like they're associated with what they're doing. It's kind of like, all right, we just like these movies, we're gonna make them. We'll connect them later on, which I would want them to do. Kind of like how Iron Man and them niggas did it.
The Batman's gonna have its own world. It's not really connected to anything else.
Yeah,
So then ignore those. So like the movies I just said, like it's my question is why is DC so great at making animated movies and they can't make a cinematic movie literally based on the same shit? If so much source material, like I just don't understand why they keep dropping the ball.
DC don't know how to play the long game. That's where Marvel kind of is really good at. Marvel will sit there and play the long game. Granted, I hate it right now, but the payoff is probably going to be worth it eventually. DC wants to play catch up too fast. They don't know you got to build up the story and the characters and shit. So, well, we got an Iron Man 1 and 2 in the same phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like DC will give you Man of Steel, then Batman and him are supposed to be like going at it versus just doing Man of Steel. Cool. Then do Batman by itself. Then do Wonder Woman by herself. Then do Aquaman, and then bring them together. But instead, it's like, all right, we're gonna do Batman and Superman together with a hint of somebody else. Like, no, do it one at a time. They don't know how to just wait and just play the game. People liked Man of Steel when it first came out. If you made a good one, do it again. That is my.
DC's just gonna get rid of the actor.
Well, that's
And
where they
start
messed up. Yeah, I don't think they gave him a good enough chance.
Something really chill
I don't know why they did it to Henry Cavill.
at the same time.
That was kind of disrespectful. They didn't give him the time to shine and shit.
Cool. Like I could rep
Low key been time to bring him back, and they did it too late.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's really like the other niggas that was running it. That's kind of their fault.
Hey guys.
That's actually crazy. Like the stuff you hear, like these how does a company have a personal vendetta? That's actually crazy. Like you really think about it.
And it's crazy because he was the one to start off the shit for them. That's like if Marvel said, fuck freaking Robert Downey Jr. What?
Right. Yeah, that's very crazy.
Like,
You're taking personal opinions about somebody and messing with your business. Like what?
it's like, what
Messing with your
for?
profit.
And people
That's
really
very
liked
crazy.
Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
The
Like
love,
Henry Cavill.
like the love and reception he gets for playing Superman is definitely not the same love and reception they get for Ben Affleck as Batman.
Ben Affleck never got a chance.
And that's true too. Like I don't feel like Ben Affleck really got like that much time to shine and shit. And that's where I feel like they should just let Batman get his own movie. Y'all messed up by just saying, hey, look, well, put two of y'all together. No, let them sit by themselves.
Exactly.
But then they saying that, oh, Ben Affleck has his small role in The Flash, and it's like, I mean, I'm gonna see The Flash because I'm not gonna lie, shit looks fire, but still, he didn't get his own chance to sign. No. Anybody else thoughts?
I mean, yeah, you're right about the Henry Cavill thing. I disagree about Ben Affleck not having enough screen time. It's unfortunate he didn't get his own movie, but he was the focus of a lot of those movies. At least the 2 or 3 that he was in that were connected together.
Do you feel like if
So-
he had his own movie like Robert Pattinson, it would have been different?
I mean, if they would have still going with his older Batman route? No, not really. It would have just been more screen time. Still would have been the same character, because if that's what they wanted, that's the version that they wanted to do.
What,
It was
older Batman?
Yeah, and there's a reason why that probably wasn't going to work, because we were expecting to believe all this stuff off screen that we didn't see. So without any real clarification, I mean, they probably would have went into it more in his solo movie, but even still, he's still present day old Batman. Unless half the movie's going to be like in the past or something, which then, you know, what's the point of even having an older Batman in the first place? So the whole concept was doomed to fail. But the moment they decided to go with like a Batman that had already been more or less retired or about to be out of the game, and decided to get back in the game once an alien showed up, a superpowered alien showed up.
Nah, but the movie, well, I mean, that's the DC animated movie though. But that shit works.
That's what I'm saying. The DC, yeah.
But that's in parts though.
Exactly. That's my
Yeah,
that's
like
what I'm saying.
I feel like if they would have built him up to be like that older Batman or older Bruce Wayne and shit, the reception I think would have been a little bit different. Like I'm not the biggest Ben Affleck fan I think he's an okay actor, in my opinion. I think he's just all right. But I feel
He's
like
a good actor, but his portrayal of Batman was not it.
Just never got a chance to portray Batman.
I mean, he was Batman for a good amount of screen time.
nah, I think he's
Henry
Bruce
Cavill
Wayne.
Henry Cavill didn't have to share the screen with.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I feel like they should have just learned how to slow down. Y'all don't have to catch up to Marvel or everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like they forced the Justice League because Marvel already had the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They should have
So-
slowed down. They shouldn't have did it as fast. But you know, his
We
portrayal didn't connect with a lot of people.
didn't even get to see him really portray Batman patrolling Gotham and all that stuff. Like we didn't even get to see it.
I mean, they didn't want
wasn't
to
a
show
thing.
that because he had already done canonically. He had already done all that because him being basically a more or less retired Batman, and being
Yeah,
just
but a
this
retired
older
Batman in the comics isn't the person that starts the Justice League. He's still very
Ex-
much Batman.
Exactly. Well, they didn't do it right.
Exactly. That's why DC sucks, and they will always suck.
They should have just took their time. That will always be my biggest thing. That's almost like with Mixer and Twitch, right? Like Mixer was doomed to fail because they didn't know how to just slow down. I think when you try to play the catch-up game with movies or whatever the case may be, you're doomed to fail because you're not taking the time to grow. And definitely with DC in this case, is like the animated shit will always be better because you could take time to animate it, make the story, do all this other stuff. On top of that too, it's released in parts 9 times out of 10. DC just tries to just jam-pack everything into one shit. No, that does not work. Just take the time to build up the story and the characters. We got one good Wonder Woman movie, and then a trash one.
Yeah, that second one.
Also,
She was-
more competent people and people that care about it more generally tend to work on the animated stuff.
Yeah.
Except for now that it's all under one vision, it's probably going to be more consistent. So
What,
there's one singular vision behind it all instead of just this random BS that they was doing before.
the cinematic universe?
Well, everything going forward that's not connected to any of that old crap that was before. Under
I mean, you got
James
the
and shit.
Flash.
I mean, yeah, the Flash is technically going to reset everything. So everything going forward after the Flash, I mean, that's mainly what I mean.
I guess that's why, like
All the stuff he talked about and announced, plus the stuff he hasn't announced yet.
I'm about to say James Gunn. I'm not gonna lie. There's probably a lot of other people that could save the DC universe, but I guess he's probably the best one
He's
right
the only one
now.
that wants to.
Yeah.
That job is more or less cursed. He's the only one willing to do it.
Bro, he took John Cena and was like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna make you into Peacemaker." And look at him. Had his own show. The show was good. He went and redid the Suicide Squad. I like this Suicide Squad. Like, he's been doing pretty good over there so far. In my opinion, he's 2 for 2. He hasn't really missed yet. But
He's 5 for 5 overall. He's about to be 5 for 5 overall in terms of comic book projects with Guardians 3.
so it's like he's been doing really well. And I mean, he's gonna probably have a dud here and there, but probably not gonna be something like they do a Batman. I highly doubt it's just gonna be bad, or they do a Superman shit. Only because it seems like he actually cares.
Yeah, he cares. That's why he cares, and he has the business know-how from working with Marvel, the do's and don'ts. And he has that, what's his name? I forgot the dude's name. Something Zaffran, his business partner. That's they run in DC Studios together. So That's what I'm saying. I'm not betting against the dude. I'm not betting against the dude who's batting 100. Like I'm not gonna do that.
But you know who doesn't care? Dwayne
Yeah.
The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Pebble Johnson.
And that's exactly what DC needs to stop doing, is thinking they need star power for their movies to be successful. If you put together a good ensemble and cast, and you give people like good actors that you might not know just off of face value, they'll become those big name actors. You put them on the map.
So
You could have a big name actor, just not a big name actor that wants to take over the damn company like the fucking
No,
Rock.
I'm saying you could have a big name actor, but don't be trying to force the issue. Like if you can't get that actor, I'm sure there's somebody
Yeah.
just as good.
Like if they fit the role, reach out. If they don't push it.
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fuck. I'm not gonna say that, but
Uh,
Dwayne, you're wrong.
The Rock running from Shazam and his cousin. That's crazy.
Well, The Rock also ran away from Vin Diesel and Tyrese.
Exactly.
I don't
So is
think
it a-
Tyrese wants to
Is it a
smoke with
common
Rock.
trend here?
Yeah, I'm about to say The Rock is the problem.
about to say, The Rock went from being widely loved to like slowly like.
And also, he
hated,
created
bro,
a whole
like, over the past
narrative,
couple
a whole
years.
lie about the
Yeah.
Black Adam's profits and success.
Yeah, about to say he
financially.
doing it. He doing it to himself. Like
It's like he created this whole fake narrative, bro, that was proven to not be true, but he still acts like it is true when he's asked
Like,
about it. So,
this man might need to go on a mini hiatus to be honest, like from like just movies and you know, like just
He
Bruh.
might need to.
But he don't
Like,
sit
you know.
down.
Yeah, I
he
know.
needs to relax.
He's too important, but he's gonna need to.
He need to just shut the fuck up. He do
he's
too
very
much.
important. He's
Doesn't
very
sound like
important
any-
to a lot of his brands. He's a very important person.
So a lot of them,
He's a
no,
person.
I'm not gonna say that.
He's a personality. He's very important, Nairi.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
I'm not
definitely
gonna-
agree with that.
He's a bad actor, but he's a very important person, I would say.
He can be a good actor. He just chooses not to be.
well,
No, I'm
man,
saying, like, even though he might be a bad actor or a subpar or mediocre actor or a typecasted actor, he's still very important to a lot of people.
I guess.
That's why he gets the opportunities that he gets.
oh yeah, he definitely does he definitely keeps a light on for a lot of companies and shit. I don't know why everywhere he goes he has to do this. Yo, I'm the biggest star on the planet shit. Which you are, but dog, humble yourself for 5 seconds. You keep breaking up movie studios.
Yeah, I don't
Gridiron
even know if
Gang,
you're
still
the
his
biggest.
best movie.
Game Plan is up there.
Yeah, so number 2.
So if it's true that he blocked Shazam and was it Hawkman and other people from being in Black Adam, like
He didn't want to be that character because he could be black, be a superhero, and then he didn't care about the lore. He just cared about trying to reshape it and just fight Superman. He didn't care about what Black Adam's villain. I mean, is the villain of Shazam. Superman just happens to get involved. He doesn't fight Superman as his main combatant.
I will
That's-
say
that's
he
not
did
it.
care about the lore because he's been trying to do this movie for years now. He did care about the lore itself. It's just when you become the main of a superhero movie, it gets to your head. And for somebody like The Rock, whose head is already gigantic,
Bald bitch.
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
he
that's-
cared about the lore,
Go ahead.
but I mean, like to Naire's point, I think he just saw like I could be Black Adam. Let me be Black Adam.
Facts. That means
And
I
even
can get
though
on the big screen and fight Superman. That's more money and
That
more
thing he's been trying to
popularity.
do it for years. That's like loosely true. If you look into that, it's like, hey, you want to do this? Yeah, man, I'm down. All right. Don't hear nothing for years. Hey, man, one day we're gonna do this. Yeah, I got you. And it's just that's if you look into like that for years thing, like it's technically true, but also not like as true as like it's been perceived to be. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. To anybody that really wants to look into that.
Believe him when he said it. But he also said he was more so trying to be in Marvel than DC. But he did say Black Adam was one of the roles he'd been wanting to play for like 8-something years.
Clearly
So I'll
don't know
give him
shit about the
credit.
character.
I don't think he should be in Marvel.
I don't think
I
he should be
mean-
a damn superhero.
He could definitely be a superhero. He's got the body and the.
Then
for it, but-
they should make their own universe. W
But,
something
um,
something.
But I don't think it all falls down on The Rock either because DC is ass. So if it's
Oh yeah,
if it's
DC definitely
anybody's
is
fault, it's-
ass.
I mean,
If
at
it's
least
anybody's fault,
they
it's a
tried to
50-50.
like with Shazam. They tried to do the competent thing, but then no, like The Rock blocked all of it. So like this was actually they had competent people behind it, but like then The Rock said no. The Rock tried to ruin everything. So they were gonna do like the
They
logical
didn't even
route,
do
would
Dr.
include
Fate
Black
right.
Adam. I mean, that Iron Man inside helmet shot was ridiculous and horrid, but
Oh, I didn't see
That was-
Shazam. They really, I mean, Black Adam. They did that shit.
Yeah, DC is bad, man. Like it's just bad. They're trying to do too much instead of just sticking to what they know in the source material. Like, chill out. Just follow the blueprint, and you'll be fine. Keep trying to do all this extra shit, and that's why you keep failing.
I think The Rock.
You have someone like The Rock, you would have been good. Like, utilize him. And if you're gonna have someone like The Rock, set the precedent that he's not gonna come in and do whatever the hell he wants.
But it's
It's
The
your movie.
Rock. Look what he did in
You-
Fast
you
and
could-
Furious.
ruined
It's
it.
okay. People can get recasted.
Yeah,
I mean, they just
create a whole spin-off movie and ruin the lore of everything around that. Yeah, I love that. We love The Rock for that. We love The Rock. Shit, at least Vin Diesel's more competent about Fast and Furious than the fucking.
That's because he
big bald
cares
bitch.
about the project, though.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that The Rock
Yeah, he
doesn't.
may be
Because
doing
that's his
too- he
only
may be doing-
project, so I would
he
care
may
about
be
it
doing
too.
too many.
Come
of
on,
them,
he has
but, like,
Riddick.
At least he cares about it.
Had Riddick.
They
At least
had a
he
sequel.
understood enough not to make some bullshit like Hobbs and Shaw.
I mean, they presented him with the opportunity. You gonna take it? I'm gonna take it.
I'm saying at least Vin
You
Diesel.
gonna blame
has
Jason Statham for that too?
Nah, because
partially, I might.
for real, I'm not blaming him for that.
Cause that's literally ruins his whole character, all that shit with Han. Like it literally that makes no fucking sense. So that
Because
movie
Jason
doesn't
Statham is
exist.
still there.
Yeah, I know. That's why that whole movie, that whole thing leading into that movie is just ridiculous. That's why that shit didn't happen as far as I'm concerned.
What, Hobbs and Shaw?
Yes, literally ruins everything. Like how they brought back the whole plot point of Tokyo Drift and everything that happened to make it make sense. Then Hobbs and Shaw going to fuck around and make Jason Statham like trying to make him a main character and shit. Like no, he's the
He's the
villain.
main character.
That's oh my god. See,
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be completely
He's a
honest.
main character because of Cypher.
I thought he redeemed himself, and him and Vin Diesel started fucking with each other.
I don't like that neither.
He
I
saved
mean-
Vin Diesel's what was it, daughter?
I don't give a damn who he said.
What?
I mean, that's a pretty important
That
family.
shouldn't
Like, what?
shouldn't even been written to do that in the fucking first place.
Bruh, when has
I don't
Fast and
get- I don't
Furious
get the
taken itself
direction you're trying to
serious
take
since?
now.
I mean, at least it makes sense enough.
But
But
when's
that
the
shit
last time
generally
they
doesn't
took
make sense at all.
themselves serious, though?
I'm saying like
I'm
not serious,
trying to,
but
I'm not
makes
understanding
sense.
the direction you're going right now.
Not serious, but makes sense. That don't make sense. It shouldn't have been written like that in the first place. I don't think he
When's the
should have
last
been
time
redeemed.
Fast and Furious has made sense?
At least it makes sense enough. I can follow the story.
I'm just there for them to just shoot shit down. And for them
Oh.
to just do more shit than they did in the last movie. I'm
Two weeks-
kinda
2 weeks
accepted-
around. 2 weeks around.
No, I get what you said. I just accepted Fast and Furious like as what it is. My only thing was that I just never liked how The Rock went. And what's the last movie that he's in?
Hobbs and Shaw.
No. Before that one, my bad.
8.
So like how they were beefing so hard that they're only in the same scene in the beginning, and then after that, all their parts just split up. That's kind of wild as shit.
Yeah, he's a bald bitch.
And you could freaking take him out. I didn't say that. I know how much you weigh.
I'm not gonna call him that.
He's gonna break my back like Batman and Bane.
Man,
I'm
I'm
not
a
gonna
Roman
call him
beats his
that.
fucking ass.
What they squaring
The
up in WWE?
The
Rock-
Rock's
The Rock
running. The Rock
knows.
running from Shazam, and he running from his cousin. You don't want to see it, bald bitch.
You could break his back. That's
I
not
mean,
Reginald.
I don't think he's not running from Roman Reigns, bro.
He running from Roman. He won't come back.
You're right, because he's bigger than WWE. He's not
Nah,
going
he a
back.
bald bitch. He don't want to come back and get his
I
ass
wouldn't
beat.
go back if I was The Rock either. I didn't. give
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm
WWE
going
enough.
back
He
either.
always say, "I'm coming back home." Comes back, leaves. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
The Rock's back. Or the smell of. no,
If
can't-
I was The
can't say
Rock,
that
I
word.
wouldn't go back either.
Yeah, I'm
I've
not
done
coming
enough.
back.
Like I'd go back for a cameo, but I'm not going back for an
To show
extended
who the real
run.
Samoan in the family is, I wouldn't go back either.
He's
Tyrese, you
what?
sound like a hater.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm being partially.
he's got a salty.
I hate The Rock for ruining like 2 franchises. So
2 franchises.
Well,
DC is already terrible.
Talk about Shazam specifically, not DC.
Shazam, are you going to see Shazam too?
Not
Because the
DC.
shit is ass.
I would have seen it if I heard good things about it, but I didn't hear good things about it before it was even finished.
I would say Shazam. I'll be honest.
Because of The Rock. Because The Rock didn't want to play ball and be involved in the story, connecting those movies together. Fucked up Fast and Furious.
Oh, you know he's gonna fuck up Fast and Furious.
Not a big fan of The Rock. As an actor, wrestler, he's okay.
He's on Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
he's on the Mount Rushmore, but he all
I'm
right.
about to say, yeah, he has to be up there.
Yeah, he's on the Mount. I put him on the Mount Rushmore, but he's just all right.
Nothing really chill.
Yeah,
Like
he's
some
all right.
chill
He's
stuff, but
greatest
don't
on the.
fuck
He's
with
one of the
some
greatest on the mic and in the ring. So I'll
Yeah,
give
He
him
gotta
that.
write his lines on his wrist, but he's all right.
When he came back, I mean, been gone for so long.
Yeah, he got a lot. That's all right. He's all right.
I think you might have to see The Rock, bro. I think you might have to square up with him.
I'm not getting paid, so no.
Hey
Yo,
guys,
Marcus.
if you like the beat, please make sure to subscribe.
Oh, we done lost. All right. Would you play Sonic Frontier? They got this new update. Sight sounds or something else. Sight sounds and speed.
I'll look into it, but I'm down for any update for that game. I mean, I did take a kind of break from it, but anything to get back into it, I'm looking forward.
I saw it in my my timeline just now.
I'm at to look into it, but hopefully, I mean, they supposed to have a lot of DLC coming soon, so like to make it more like a Sonic Adventure type feel with new characters and stuff. But we'll see.
So, I think we ran out of topics for this episode. This is episode 15. All right. So this is the end of episode 15. YT, you go first because you was hating on The Rock.
Everybody, stay safe, drink water, and love you all.
All right. Mally K. Dizzy, go.
It's not fuck The Rock. It's still fuck DC because they still don't know what the fuck they're doing. And my opinion's not going to change on DC until they figure out what they're doing, which will probably be never. So my opinion won't change.
Okay.
The Flash is going to reset everything. No, it's not.
Yeah, he is.
Let's stop being naive. It's going to reset everything for a period, and then it's going to.
James Gunn is gonna save it. He's gonna save it.
I mean, just literally gonna reset the story to start over again. That's
Exactly. They're going to start over again.
I'm expecting big for that Flash movie, to be honest.
They're going to start over again, and then the shit's going to be ass.
It's actually
Again.
the most excited I've been for DC films.
Exactly, bruh. I'm hyped for this shit.
I'm trying to see that, bro. I would love to see what they're gonna do with that.
Marcus closing thoughts. Go.
Oh yeah, nothing crazy, just make strides today to better yourself. Even though doesn't have to be big, just little steps, baby steps. It can be something small.
All right.
Positive reinforcement.
All right. Hold on, I had to fix myself in this chair. RQ real quick. All right. My closing thoughts, episode 15. As always, make sure to rate this shit. Was this 5 stars? We're available everywhere: Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that good shit. And yeah. What's up? Oh, yeah. Just make sure to rate that shit. We trying to rise with the algorithm. I had lost my train of thought for a second. I had got a message. Yeah. So make sure trying to rise with the algorithm. All that good shit. And